Would you object to a father disowning, is the right word, his daughter for doing sex work?
I don't object to it. My dad didn't. That's not how he reacted to it, but I know a lot of fathers who did, and it's not because they don't like their daughters. It's just because they want more for their daughters than what they're doing. So I can understand if a father did.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with her.
Well, they're bringing shame to their family name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, while my father, that's not the way he reacted. I know a couple fathers who have reacted like that to their daughter doing the things that they're doing, and I can understand. I'm glad my father
thankfully,
didn't.
we have families that understand.
Accepting
that stuck with
fathers.
us. And
Well, no, I wouldn't say thankfully. I would say that that's a bad thing. But
I'm grateful.
Why is that a bad thing that our fathers just accepted us for who we are and what we do as adults?
Well, because they're enabling you to do something which is
we are now
not only horrible
adults.
for you, but for society.
It's something they can't change because we are now adults. So whether they want us to do it or not, it's our decision. So how is that?
Yeah, I don't disagree that it's your decision.
How is it bad?
I
don't think he's enabling it. My dad's not enabling it. My dad did tell me, I don't want that for you. I do want better for you, but I'm not gonna disown you. I'm not gonna love you less because that is what you do.
So there's no consequence.
Why should there be?
Well, there should be, because
I mean, what can the consequence be?
For this, it would be the same exact reason.
I think the consequence.
Do you want to hear the answer or not?
I'm going to tell you right now. I think our consequence.
I'm guessing you don't want to hear the answer.
No, I don't. I'm going to tell you what our
religious view.
Our consequences are that there are certain guys that won't want to date us because we do have, and that is our consequence. I don't think. And I understand that. I know that there are some guys that don't want to date me because it's 100% understandable personal preference, but I don't think that the punishment should come from the parents, if that makes sense.
Who should it come from?
I think our consequence is that we might not be able to attract what we want because we have fans. I don't think it should have anything to do with our parents.
It could be deeper.
Yeah, but your parents. Okay, so whose opinion and weight do you put a more value on?
I'm going to tell you one thing right now.
Let me finish the question. Strangers who either watch you and on the internet, or your parents. Whose opinion do you value more?
I don't honestly value anyone's opinion at a high level.
You don't value your own parents' opinion?
I value it, but it's just an opinion to me. Like, I keep it in mind, but it's not something I act on.
So you would value your parents' opinion more than a stranger's opinion,
It's not
right?
something I act on, though. It's just not.
I'm not asking whether you act on it. I'm asking you whether you value it more than a stranger's.
I value it to a certain point, but only to a certain point.
More than a stranger's.
I guess.
Yeah, if you value it more than a stranger's opinion, then if your parents are giving you negative reinforcement towards this, then it might inform your opinion against it.
No one said anything about negative reinforcement.
Yeah, I just said something about negative reinforcement.
You did.
So when you say nobody said anything about it, you're wrong. I just said something about it. And what I'm saying is that if your parents give you negative reinforcement towards negative things that they perceive as being negative,
I just said
and you value their opinion more than a stranger's,
I just said to you, my father told me he doesn't agree with it, but he's not going to love me less because of it. That's
love you less does not mean that he can't give you consequences for the action.
Why the
Hey, well, stop interrupting. Let him finish.
Why would
I'm not asking your father to disengage from loving you. What I'm saying is that, are you listening to what I'm saying? Stop. Don't talk. Listen.
What consequences my father supposed to give me?
Stop.
I'll listen to
your question.
No. Hey, hold on. Stop. You're gonna stop. If he's talking, let him finish. When you're talking,
let you finish. Yeah, I'll let you finish after I finish.
Go ahead,
So
Andrew.
anyway. Your father.
Hey, no. Hold on.
I'm not asking him to stop loving you.
Okay, well,
that would be
here.
I'm not touching it.
No, but you've been playing with it this whole fucking show. It's making noise. Just throw it over back there. Go ahead, throw it.
I mean, it's really not that deep.
You don't have to throw it. I could hold it.
Anyway, I'm not asking.
Hold on here just a sec. Hold on here just a sec.
Number 23. Just kidding.
You got a bad attitude.
Yeah, I do.
Why is that?
Because I'm pissed.
Why are you pissed?
How are you gonna tell me that my father should give me whatever you said?
How would you know? You can't listen.
How is my father supposed to give me consequences as a 21-year-old? Like, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm 21. I'm an adult. I'm going to get my own consequences.
Maybe
How
you
would you
behave
even
like
know
this
what I had to
because
say?
he didn't
You
do
can't
it.
Shut your mouth long enough to listen.
I'm going to get my own consequences. My father doesn't need to give me consequences. I'm an adult.
Doc Venabilis donated $100.
Both of these things can be true at the same
If my daughter
time.
was on OF, it means I failed as a father. I would make amends by physically blocking her access by all means possible. Only way she does it is over my dead body or my being in jail.
Now, that might be an extreme version of this, but what I'm saying is that if somebody, let's pretend for a second that you were a murderer. Let's just pretend for a second that you were, and your father's against murder. He would still love you even if you were a murderer, but that doesn't mean he would reinforce your choice to be a murderer, and he may do things like distance himself, push you away, things like this, until you reconciled this immoral thing which you were doing, correct?
I mean, I guess if that's who you are as a person.
You have to get to the microphone.
If you're going to abandon your child or distance yourself from your child because of something they're doing or a choice they made as an adult, what does that say about you?
It says that I'm willing to enforce consequences for my morality. That's what it says about me.
That's bullshit.
What does it say about a child who would bring shame on their family by stripping on the internet?
I'm an adult. I'm not a child. I'm an adult.
Thank you for saying stripping and not prostitution.
I know you're not my child. I didn't say you were. What I'm saying is, what does it say about a child who's willing to shame their family by stripping on the internet? Why should they have some luxury from their parents? They shouldn't. They should get pushed away. They should be beaten up about it.
I'm done talking to you.
What's that?
What?
I'm done talking to you.
Why? Well, I'm sorry. Are you having trouble engaging because you've never had pushback to your 304 ideology?
Never had pushback to your 304 ideology before?
Do you have a daughter? It's never happened before.
Do you have a daughter?
Everyone just kisses your ass.
Do you have a daughter?
Yeah, I have many daughters.
Okay, then go teach your daughter how to be your daughter. I'm not your daughter, so stop trying to teach me how to be your daughter.
I'm having an argument with you, dummy.
Then stop trying to tell me what kind of consequences my dad should give me. Shut the front fucking door.
Well, I just did. And I enjoyed doing it.
And I don't give a fuck what you have to say.
Father, he was a
oh, that's great. I'm sure you and my dad would get into it.
Shut the front door.
Literally.
Seems very defensive, though.
Who does?
The young lady here, Leslie.
Yeah, I really could give a less.
I understand,
especially what you have to say. Thank you.
What? Do you?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Hey, be a little more respectful to the other panelists. Be a little dead ass. I don't care about dead ass.
I'm serious. You guys are disrespectful.
A live ass.
You guys are disrespectful.
You said you were going to be my Caucasian.
I am your Caucasian. That does not mean. That doesn't mean I'm their Caucasian. I'm not. I'm just not.
But you're being very rude to Shadow.
I didn't ask for her input, did I?
In fact, she's been very polite to you this entire show.
I didn't ask for her
She did some
input.
counter spells.
Me and Andrew were having a conversation.
She did some counter spells for you tonight.
Which I can actually at least respect him for at least having that conversation with me instead of being rude.
You've been super rude to him.
I have been rude because I don't agree with what he has to say. I don't.
And that's fine. Fair. I'm not offended.
It is a debate.
I'm not even offended.
It's a friendly debate.
I'm just saying how I feel.
It's a friendly debate.
I do get a little heated. It is a debate. I'm not even mad right now. Yeah. I'm just saying.
What's the longest relationship you've ever been in?
5 years.
5 years.
Ooh,
that's
can
long,
we get
dude.
Can we get some like something in the chat for? He dated you for?
What?
He did, and he actually is actively in my messages. Still wanting me back.
He wants you back?
Yes.